Best friends Lainy and Kate are playing with dolls when Kate suddenly says she is tired of playing house. Why don't they do something else? Lainy objects, saying that being a mother is a great calling for girls. Many years pass. Lainy and Kate are still best friends. Lainy is thrilled because her boyfriend Dave has invited her to an expensive restaurant. Today is their 4th anniversary, which means this time he will definitely propose to her. Lainy has no doubt about it. Kate is very happy for her friend. Kate is already married, to Mark. That very morning she finds out she is pregnant. Lainy and Kate work as teachers at the same school. The woman is eagerly waiting for the evening, already imagining her wedding dress and thinking about how to seat the guests. Fallon, the school psychologist, notices Lainy's smile and asks what happened. This is unlike Lainy. She cannot hold it in, and shares the happy news with her colleague. Lainy has been waiting for Dave's proposal for so long. At home she gets herself ready, wanting to look irresistible tonight. Dave has booked a table at a really nice place. Lainy feels like a princess from a fairy tale. Dave begins his speech, saying that they have already been together for 4 years and that their relationship should move to the next stage, bringing a third person into their bedroom. At that moment, while Lainy is too shocked to say a word, Moira appears. As it turns out, Dave has been having an affair with her for quite some time. Lainy starts screaming and crying. She doesn't care that the other visitors are staring at them. Lainy's nerves finally give out, and the next day during class she breaks down right in front of the students. After what Dave did, how can anyone even keep believing in love? The woman sets Shakespeare's plays on fire, shouting that the true love they talk about is a blatant lie. The fire alarm goes off, the students and teachers are evacuated. Lainy and Kate meet for lunch. Kate already knows what happened and decides to postpone sharing her pregnancy news, not wanting to hurt Lainy even more. But Lainy figures it out anyway. Lainy's biggest dream is to start a family. Of course she is happy for Kate, but at the same time it hurts to think that her own dream of motherhood may never come true. Lainy spent 4 years on Dave, and all for nothing. Kate encourages her friend, believing that everything will work out. Lainy hopes that immersing herself in work will help distract her. But things only get worse because of the constant sympathetic comments from colleagues. Lainy is already 40, and every year her chances of getting married grow smaller. A younger teacher, Shirley, is also pregnant, which makes Lainy feel even more depressed. Judging by Dave's posts, he is not suffering from their breakup at all. To get rid of the pushy Shirley, Lainy starts talking to a random guy in a coffee shop, pretending they already know each other. That is how they actually meet. Josh is very nice and charming, but Lainy doubts they will ever see each other again. Lainy suggests that Kate go to a maternity clothing store. Kate feels uncomfortable there, thinking that her friend needs time to recover, no matter how much Lainy tries to convince herself and everyone else that everything is fine. While Kate is in the restroom, Lainy tries on a fake baby bump and notices how suddenly people's attitude toward her changes. Everyone immediately becomes polite and attentive. Lainy steals the fake belly. Despite everything, she misses Dave very much and even calls him, but he ignores her. Kate has started communicating more with Shirley, since now they are both pregnant. Lainy feels very lonely. Her dreams about pregnancy become more and more obsessive, which pushes her to put on the fake belly and sign up for a prenatal yoga class. People on the street are charmed by Lainy's belly. For a moment she herself begins to believe in her own fantasy. People on the subway give up their seats for her. At prenatal yoga, Lainy meets Megan. Neither of them is impressed with the yoga experience. They both think it is strange to breathe with your uterus or something like that. Megan admires Lainy's courage, because not every woman would dare to have a child outside of marriage. Megan would like to keep in touch with Lainy. By the way, Megan and her husband Steve have a son named Connor. Lainy goes to Shirley's gender reveal party only to spend time with Kate. However, Lainy quickly regrets her decision, not wanting to take part in this circus. Besides, she now has a new hobby, pretending to be pregnant. Megan and Steve invite Lainy over for dinner. Megan's brother Josh also joins them. He recently broke up with his girlfriend and is going through a difficult time. The couple are surprised to learn that Lainy and Josh already know each other. They met a few weeks earlier in a coffee shop. Josh remarks that he did not notice her belly back then. Lainy only jokes that oversized clothes can hide anything. Megan immediately realizes how well Lainy and Josh get along. Absorbed in conversation, Lainy accidentally sets her fake baby bump on fire at the stove, which causes a commotion. She does everything she can to keep her deception from being exposed and locks herself in the bathroom, where she sticks a bandage over the burned spot. Later the women talk in private. Megan, who has already been through childbirth once, is very afraid of going through it again. Most women do not know in advance what awaits them. Things like that are simply not talked about. After opening up, Megan feels relieved and thanks Lainy. In any case, Megan has the support of her husband and her mother, while Lainy has no one. Lainy's mother died when the girl was 6. The woman feels ashamed of her lie, but she cannot find the courage to tell Megan the truth. Fallon is the only person Lainy tells everything to. Her lie has gone too far. Besides, she gave Josh her phone number. Fallon strongly advises her to stop. It is unhealthy to wear a fake baby bump and pretend to be pregnant, even if Lainy meant no harm. She has found herself in an extremely difficult situation. Lainy goes to the store again with Kate. Because of hormones and fears related to motherhood, Kate is irritated. She also notes that Lainy has been behaving strangely lately. Seeing Connor, and then hearing the voices of his parents, Lainy rushes to hide so they will not notice that her belly is gone. Kate cannot help but feel worried about it. Mark advises his wife to put it out of her mind, after all they already have plenty on their plate. Josh eventually calls Lainy and suggests they meet. For the first time since breaking up with Dave, she feels that life is smiling at her again. Lainy has a wonderful time with Josh. He asks why she decided to become a mother, even though she is no longer that young. The woman replies that she has no one, which is why she wants a family. The relationship between Lainy and Kate becomes increasingly strained, especially after Kate decides that her husband, not her friend, will be present at the birth. This truly hurts Lainy. Kate in turn is convinced that Lainy is not sincerely happy for her. That evening Lainy goes with Josh to a party on a boat. He never thought he would become interested in a pregnant woman, but Lainy is so kind and open. Their kiss becomes inevitable. Lainy did not plan anything like that, yet she cannot help the attraction between them. And Lainy certainly did not expect to run into Dave there, who is spending time with his many girlfriends. Seeing her belly, he is bewildered. Lainy says that the child is not his, she cheated on him on Thanksgiving. In any case, she is ready to move on and advises Dave to do the same. Megan decides to surprise Lainy and visits her at work, completely catching her off guard. Lainy quickly tucks a balloon under her dress because she does not have the fake belly at hand. In fact, Megan is not here for no reason, but to invite Lainy to a therapeutic class for pregnant women. The woman does everything she can to preserve her fragile lie. Fallon goes there as well, pretending to be pregnant in order to clearly show Lainy how foolish she is behaving. But she can no longer escape the web of her own deception. When Megan offers her to watch Connor that evening instead of a nanny, she agrees. Lainy likes feeling needed. She has already gotten used to people giving up their seats for her on the subway. Megan and Steve leave for a party, entrusting their son to Lainy. She knows that Connor is still too young to understand anything, so she asks him what one should do if they have lied so much that it has already become part of their life. Of course, she does not expect an answer. Josh joins them. Seeing him read a bedtime story to his nephew, Lainy thinks about what a wonderful father Josh would be. They truly like each other. Lainy is ready to grow closer to him, and he is ready too. Josh confesses to Lainy that he has never felt such a connection with anyone before. He is even ready to accept her child. For Josh, the most important thing is trust. Lainy realizes that this cannot continue any longer. Barely holding back her emotions, she leaves. Josh does not understand what he said wrong. Lainy turns to Fallon for advice because there is no one else she can talk to. Josh is the one she would like to spend the rest of her life with, but she has lied so much. Lainy has really messed up. Sooner or later Josh will learn the truth anyway, and he will never forgive her for it. Shirley overhears the women's conversation. Since the words are taken out of context, she thinks that Lainy really is pregnant and tells Kate everything. As soon as she gets the chance, she asks Lainy to go for a walk, and with leading questions tries to make her talk about the pregnancy. But Lainy of course tells her nothing, which upsets Kate. She begins to think that they are no longer the kind of friends they once were if Lainy is not completely honest with her. Shirley throws a party in honor of the future baby. Lainy tries to hide when she sees Megan, Steve, and Josh, who as it turns out were invited too. Realizing that the meeting cannot be avoided, Lainy quickly slips a whole fried chicken under her dress, creating the appearance of pregnancy. But she cannot continue supporting her lie, and there is no point in it anymore, so she confesses to everyone that she is not pregnant. Upset, Megan and Steve leave. After advising Lainy to see a doctor, Josh leaves as well. Lainy would understand if Kate turned her back on her, but Kate is not angry. All this time she felt that something was wrong, yet she could not figure out what exactly. Now Kate is frightened because it seems to her that Mark does not really want this baby. Lainy reassures her friend, saying that it is normal to be afraid. No woman can truly prepare for something like that. So the friends reconcile. Gathering her courage, Lainy goes to see Megan, who by the way has already given birth. Megan has no desire to talk to someone who lies all the time. Lainy explains that she did not do it on purpose, she simply always dreamed of being a mother. When Lainy met Megan, she wanted to become friends with her. The lie just kept growing, like a snowball rolling downhill. Megan forgives Lainy, they hug. But if his sister accepted it so easily, Josh is not ready to do the same. Despite this, Lainy makes him listen to her. She lied a lot, but one thing was never fake: her feelings for him. Everyone has the right to make a mistake. Lainy begs Josh to give her another chance. He says nothing, clearly confused, and she leaves. Lainy waits for a call from Josh, but the phone remains silent. Suddenly Dave appears at her doorstep to find out the truth about her pregnancy. Dave is afraid that he might be the father. To teach him a lesson, Lainy lies and says that she is expecting triplets. The man almost bursts into tears, shouting that his life is over. At that moment Lainy reveals the truth, making him feel relieved. Dave says they did not break up because there was something wrong with her. Dave simply realized that he was not the man she needed. Lainy always wanted to be a mother and a wife, while he wanted to have fun. She truly needed to hear this, even though she still regrets the 4 years that were wasted. Time passes, Kate and Shirley give birth. Lainy returns to her usual routine. And just when she was ready to accept that she had lost Josh forever, he appears in her life again. Josh tells Lainy that she is crazy, a real clinical case, but he has so much fun with her. They could start over. Of course Lainy agrees. It is never too late to find happiness.